Hey, that's Thanos.
We'll pick it back up after the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to Dave's HadeNuFF Show, episode 67. I got Thanos with me. How's it going, Thanos?
What up, buddy?
Glad you can make it. Thanos will not be staying too long. This is I'm doing the podcast earlier because I'm gonna do Poppy 2K's podcast tonight. If I can make it, I'm kind of tired actually, believe it or not. I don't know. I didn't get much sleep last night. How's it going, King Pachi?
Not much. What's up?
Glad to have you, man. Today, basically, is going to be a podcast just basically about a little bit here, a little bit there. Not too much going on in the gaming world other than Black Friday and deals and stuff like that. Did any of you guys do anything with Black Friday or?
I'm still doing my Steam shopping. I'm still picking up stuff. I got a couple of games yesterday. Got Dragon Ball and got Wolf Among Us. I'm gonna get some more stuff. Probably get some stuff on my Vita and my 3DS, and that'd be it, really.
Oh, the Wolf Among Us. That's a good game. I like that. Did you ever play it?
Nah, I played the demo. I never had it, so I got the game. It was like $6. So.
Yeah, it's basically a Telltale's game, but I thought it was a pretty good story. I put it up there with The Walking Dead. I think The Walking Dead was a little bit better, but I do like The Wolf Among Us. If you don't pay attention to the 4th episode, you'll be kind of lost with the 5th episode. The reason why you might not pay attention to the fourth episode is because it's kind of boring. But you have to really watch that episode. There was something in the 5th episode. I had to go back and play the 4th episode to understand. What about you, Thanos? Did you get anything for your wife or you? Or?
We got some digital stuff. We got a couple of characters on League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm. I bought Steam games on one was called Kingdom, Shadowrun, and there was something else. I can't remember what it was, but we did that digitally. And then I think on Cyber Monday or Cyber Tuesday, whatever the fuck it's called, we're going to go and do some stuff there because everybody, like all the big developers and publishers are having sales on their like Steam and Uplay and all that shit. So we're going to check that out.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna shop from home, son, where it's safe.
Yeah.
I don't want no fucking stampede.
There's a lot of people out last night. I mean, I went to Best Buy and Walmart, and Best Buy had one cop there. And, cops, because it's like in a plaza where it actually has that place you guys were talking about, Kohl's. It has a Kohl's, Stop, Old Navy, a shoe store, a Dick's Sporting Goods, and that's where there was more cops. And then if you go over to Walmart on the other end of town, there was like 10 cops right in front of the store, cops circling the building. I even got checked when I left the store. I had I bought Need for Speed and Assassin's Creed Unity. And I usually throw my receipt away when I'm in the store. I don't carry. I hate carrying receipts sometimes because it's just more garbage to bring home. I'll have receipts all over the place, and it's good to hold on to your receipts in case something don't work. I usually in Walmart I'll throw receipts away, and I thought maybe I did that when they were looking through my fucking bag. I'm like, hopefully I'll have it in my pocket. And I did, but they were checking everybody. It was pretty serious. There weren't a lot of people out stealing.
Dave, at your Best Buy, did they have the Xbox One with the Halo, the statues that comes with the 2 statues?
I didn't see that one. I seen the Gears of War bundle. They were buying that, I think.
Oh, there were 6 of them at the Best Buy I go to. I was like, damn, I thought these things were sold out by now. They had 6 of them. Those boxes are huge.
Oh, yeah, they were selling a lot of Wii U's. A lot of Wii U's were selling. They were selling a lot of PS4s and a lot of Xbox Ones.
Wii U for life.
Yeah, the Wii U was selling. I almost bought a Wii U. I'm just kidding. I was thinking, I was like, yeah, it's alright, shut my... I mean, they were getting...
You were thinking about it?
All bullshit aside, Splatoon does look interesting, but I mean, the thing is, once I get it and play Splatoon, and that's it. I'm not Xenoblade's not a game. It looks like Monster Hunter to me. I'm not interested in that. Mario Maker, not really doing another Mario like that. I want a 3D Mario like Mario 64. Really, it'd be nothing to play after that. I'd play with Splatoon, and I'd be like how it was when I was.
Devil's Third.
Huh?
Devil's Third.
That's a garbage ass game. I mean, I don't.
like honestly, for me though, I'm only looking to get one console. Good guy, RXL. What the fuck?
Hello.
Where are you coming from? The North Pole?
RXL. It sounds like Nate's hanging you outside of his truck right now, driving down the
Yeah,
highway.
that's what. Did you strap down? He didn't strap down in his truck.
Did you do any Black Friday shopping, RXL?
He bought another Titan.
Carrie's just gonna stop by here after her.
Okay.
Yes, he's getting his mic together. So.
But for me, like honestly, I'm just want to replace my PS3 because right now I kind of miss my fucking games. I wish the shit never broke. Replace my PS3. Like I'm surprised they don't They should be throwing them shits in the trash.
You know how much it is to fix a fucking PS3 if you send it to Sony? I think it's still like $100-something.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised like places like GameStop and stuff like a PS3 is still $200. I mean that's reasonable, I guess. But I'm like at this point,
people are buying it, man. You know, people were buying PS3s last night.
Yeah, I mean I know people buy PS3s at this point just because it's a Blu-ray player. Like, but you can get a Blu-ray player cheaper than that. But the PS3, honestly, the 360, if you never had one, I would say get one because it just has so many games that I think will never get remastered or be backwards compatible. But the PS3 still gets, if you're an RPG fan, still gets a lot of RPGs that aren't coming to PlayStation 4. At least we don't know they are. So there's still kind of a reason, but mine broke and I just want it back, you know.
Yeah, people buy it, man. It's still popular. My buddy upstairs, I sold him my PS3 after I got my PS4, and his dog broke it, and he was asking me to send it in to get it fixed. They want like $100-something for it. He was gonna pay it, but I don't have the receipt or any of that stuff. So he wants me to send it in. I don't know why I have to do it. Why he can't just send the thing in. But you know, people still use it. You know, I think Xbox 360 is the less relevant console now than the PS3 now. In the beginning of the generation, everybody wanted a 360, and PS3 was less relevant. But now it's the Xbox 360. I mean, you can get them for like $50, like used all over the place. But the PS3, $120 they'll try to get for that. It's even 150. So. Yeah, Black Friday, you had deals going on, people fighting. You know, I saw a lot of crazy YouTube videos. There's one that's going around where I guess some racism, you know, it's all about race. I guess I'm a racist too. Let me just say that by the way. I guess on Poppy2K's podcast, I said I like Donald Trump, so I guess I'm a racist now. You know.
Well, include me in that list because I like Donald Trump too.
I mean, I like how people like label people if you like, just because you like somebody. That's like saying I like Hulk Hogan, but many people think that he's a racist now, which he kind of did do racist shit, so I can't say, you know, but he did say he was sorry for it and stuff. Sometimes people say shit when they're heated. You know, I had many black friends that, you know, would call me names, you know, when they were heated. You know, it is what it is. I can't, you know, that's how it goes. But, I mean, I guess there was something that happened with a pallet they brought out of something. I don't know exactly what it was. You can't really make it out in the video what it is, what they're fighting over, but they snatching the shit from the kid, but something to do with it was racist. I saw it on Smokey Dog's channel. He wasn't playing the audio of it, but I guess they're making a big deal about this. And racism is a big thing right now because you got a lot of stuff going on with. I think there was a lot of African Americans that were marching the other day somewhere down the street. Did you guys see that?
No, but
Where?
I think they were probably marching because like they don't support Black Friday or something like that.
Because I don't support Black Friday. It was something that was going on in the news. My mom, she watches a lot of news stuff, and they were all marching down the street. I mean, I understand, like, there's a lot of white cops killing black people. I don't blame them, you know. They were marching somewhere down the street. And a lot of people think you got a civil war going on, you know, right? Or there's gonna be a civil war. Do any of you guys think that?
Ooh, I don't know.
would you say that? I heard some crazy shit. I was talking to Sicilian. I don't know if Thanos knows Sicilian, but I know Arxel and Grimbachi know Sicilian. He was telling me all this racist shit that's going on. There's a bigger agenda for it all. It's all getting caused by the government for something else. And I didn't even want to listen to the whole damn thing. He was going on about it. You know, a bigger agenda to all the racist stuff. He says that's the minor problem. That isn't really what's happening. You know, I don't know.
Well, normally, I don't really know what he was talking about, but normally that does happen. Anything you see being, pushed by the media, best believe there's something bigger going on behind the scene they're not telling you. So.
Yeah, he was saying it was like, the government's plan was to start race. I don't want to say exactly. I mean, I don't know word for word it was a while ago. We had this conversation a couple months ago, and it was around the time where a lot of this stuff was going on, and it still is, but I don't like quoting somebody if they're, not exactly what they said. I can't remember. It was a little while ago, but he said basically what boiled down to the government had other agendas. But I mean, people do racism. I mean, I know people that feel, the way they feel, and that's not government causing them to feel that way. Their parents may have brought them up that way. They may just be like that, the way that they feel. There is agendas, though. I do believe what he's saying. There is a government may be doing something to cause something, but I do believe people are just racist to be racist too. But I mean, this is the way it is. But I mean, they always associate everything with racism, with a lot of stuff. And in my opinion, this is my opinion on racism. I tell my black friends this, my Mexican friends. I got more Mexican and Colombian friends and friends from Chile than I do fucking white friends. And I hear them argue. They'll go on about, and that's one thing I can't stand. When you're with your friend and you get into like a racist conversation, and they just have a bad day and they just want to go on about it. It just, to me, it's idiotic. I feel we live in, 2014 now. This isn't the 1800s. Nobody has to be forced to pick cotton anymore or, do anything. I never did that to nobody. Me, myself. I never owned slaves. I never had no part in it. So I'm fair to everybody. But I do understand how people do get upset about it. But I think some people take it a little too far. They may pull the race card.
I'm just grateful that RXL is my only Mexican friend. He's probably saying shit. We can't hear him.
He's having mic issues. Something up.
No, I'm on the road right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm hundreds of miles from civilization. I'm in Braden Cole's channel. There is no activity here. There are just gusts of wind and tumbleweeds.
So you're reporting live from Chris' channel?
Yes, I'm driving through it. I don't see anything.
Did you pick up that truck stop hooker, his girlfriend?
Well, she tried to get me for $5. I got her down to $1. She tried to bump it up to $3, and then I told her $1 and a bag of almonds, and that's kind of where the negotiations stalled out.
RXO, this is breaking news. Is there any reports of turkeys missing?
There are several turkeys missing. Stuffed turkeys. I don't know where they were stuffed. Perhaps in the loose vagina of Braden Cole's girlfriend.
He said that shit's tight. He told us last night, he said that shit's tight. I said, well, she's probably in jail. She got the fucking broom handle. Loosen that up.
Was there any
that turkey won't budge when it's in there.
No.
Was there any reports of the gingerbread man running loose anywhere?
Well, last night while I was trying to tell Grimpachi, I brought up he's such a great debater. He goes on about debating everybody and he beats people in debates. He said he had Grimpachi back out of a debate about Nintendo. Did that happen, Grimpachi? Because he tells the truth now. Brandon don't lie now.
No, that didn't happen.
But what happened though? Tell us the story of what happened.
The first video I ever did on YouTube was a debate against him, and like I told you guys before, That's why I don't take nothing Brandon says seriously. Because Brandon came to me and he said, "Listen, the way I do my channel and the way I make my videos," he said, "think of it like wrestling. This is just entertainment." So, and he introduced me to Ruby, and they were nice, and he was like, "Look, we're gonna say stuff. We're gonna try to keep it on a certain level, but we're gonna say stuff that's kind of fucked up. But just remember, this is entertainment. We're not, mean people, nothing like that. So." We're going to have the debate. We're not really debating because I don't really care. This is all what he's telling me, right?
He said he beat you in a debate.
No, it's on his channel unless he deleted it. So
Well, he don't delete videos now.
Oh,
He says he don't do that.
So he told me ahead of time that he's going to put on a show and I can act however I wanted to act. So I was just like, well, I don't know it. I didn't come to act. I was actually going to have a debate about it. So I just continued to do what I was going to do. And we debated for a long time. Now when he uploaded the video, he edited it because it was long and he chopped it up. But see, I didn't think nothing of it, or I didn't care because he told me ahead of time what he was doing, and I didn't care. I was like, all right, you want to put on a show? That's fine, So after that, I've never debated him since then. That was the first video I ever did with anybody.
Well, see, what happened was I said, since you're such a great debater, I said I would like to get you and Grimpachi in a debate. He says, I already beat him. He says, we debated about Nintendo, and he backed out. I was like, that don't sound like Grimpachi. No. So that's what he said last night. That's when I texted you to see what the real story was.
I've never, ever lost a debate.
Yeah, he's been spreading a lot of bullshit. And one thing I hate when somebody labels somebody for shit they do. I can't stand that. It drives me nuts. I give Braden or Brandon, whatever the fuck his name is, credit for basically, what he is doing is funny, but I mean his channel was on severe lifeline, but don't go around just because your shit's failing saying other people's shit's failing. I mean that looks like a piece of shit when you do that. You're not gonna get any subs from doing that, I mean all that is like basically what I want to talk about in this podcast. One of the things is jealousy. I see a lot of it on YouTube. People just like RXL, for example, he bought a nice PC. And Braden Cole, he got all upset about it, telling RXL basically how he needs to spend his money. He takes it like RXL should have, installed it himself. He's pretty much calling him an idiot and a retard for basically having somebody build his PC. Why would you want to go build a PC if you could pay somebody to do it? Braden can't pay people to do it, so he has to do it himself and burn his power supplies. So, I mean, what do you guys think about jealousy in the YouTube gaming community? Do you see any of it? Is it just, am I just the one seeing it, or is there other people?
When it comes to jealousy, I mean, there's obviously people jealous, but I mean, I don't, none of that really means anything to me. If you're jealous of somebody off of YouTube, then you need to get your priorities straight. Right? I would think so.
I mean, that's what I would think. If somebody's jealous of another YouTuber, especially in the Crum side, like if I was jealous of Grimpachi and we're pretty much the same amount of fucking subs, I'd look like a fucking retard, I mean, I just always couldn't stand jealousy. I'll tell you guys a story, and I hope that this most likely probably will get back to my family, but oh well. I grew up with my brother, and he's always had everything. He's always had, I would say everything you'd want in life. His nice cars. He had really nice girlfriends in the past. Everything. The guy's had fucking everything. His own business, everything. But he chooses to be jealous of me. A man that just works. I don't have my own business. A lot of stuff that he has, I don't have. He is a fucking Lexus. I drive a fucking Toyota. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's basically always been jealous of me. I don't know why, and it's always been like that. It's fucking weird, And I grew up with that, and I've always, I always looked up to him, but it always felt like he was looking up to me. It's kind of strange. And we've always gotten to it. We've always been like good brothers, but when we always have fights, and it's big fights, not little fights. But it's a little fight over, it turns something big. Like we may fight over PlayStation and Xbox. Like, he had an Xbox One at the time, and I would just pull his fucking chain and say, hey, you know, the Xbox One sucks. The PS4 is better. Oh, no, 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 no. Go on. And then it turns into a fist fight. Like, I'm not lying. Like, I'm talking, we get in fights over stupid shit like that, but I'll just be busting his chops. It's basically over jealousy, you know, that, you know, he feels in his opinion that I was handed everything as a kid, where I watched him get cars and everything else, paid for college, everything, you know.
Well, Braden, that's the kid that whose power supply blew. So he goes out, buys a PS4 just to play Fallout, yet he claims that RXL is the one that wasted money. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, he claims that RXL basically shouldn't have had nobody build his PC. Shouldn't have had anybody. He should have built it himself. In other words, he sees RXL wasting money, and he sees RXL in a video bragging about money. So he's like, "How can you brag about money when you're completely wasting it?" That's what his argument was. And in my eyes, I think RXL just paying somebody to build his PC. He's actually employing people like Braden. You know, somebody give him a job that can actually build a PC. Oh, I don't know about that with he turns up the power supply.
Yeah.
Not build it correctly, but you know, basically that's what it boiled down to. And then with me, he got mad because I commented on RXL's video. You know, and I guess I was only supposed to comment on Braden's video, and I supported Braden. I was on his video, liking and sharing his video. It wasn't like I just chose RXL's side. That's how he took it. Like, I chose RXL's side. I shared both their videos and gave him a good comment. That was that, you know. I didn't pick sides, you know. I was trying to be nice, and then he took it the whole wrong way, you know. It ain't this man. It ain't just Braden that does this shit. I've seen this with other people. I've even seen people jealous of Grimbachi, you know, where he's at.
Or this is what could happen. This is what happened. Like RXL saw Braden's PC, and then RXL got jealous and bought a new PC. Ah.
That could have been it.
Huh?
Yep.
You got me. I'm Braden Cole's only subscriber.
There it is.
You guys got me.
Got him, coach.
And I like how he goes around calling people out, you know, like for having bullshit ass channels, and claiming he's like God's gift to YouTube. You know, everybody else's shit's boring, and he's just great to watch. So why doesn't he get more views than everybody if he's so good?
I don't know, but that bedroom was hilarious to me. I crack up every time I see his bedroom.
I mean,
if that's what that is. I don't know what that is exactly.
I mean, back in the day, I used to party, man, and I'd end up in some bad places sometimes, doing some shit I shouldn't be doing, and that reminded me of a fucking crack house. I'm being honest. It really did. That looked like a place you'd go tweak out for a couple weeks.
But he did say he got like a new place, right? Like he moved or some shit?
Yeah, that was just the bedroom that was supposedly his, like the spare bedroom with all the junk in it. And you know what, I'm not, if the guy, you know, he's getting his shit together or whatever, it don't look like it, but if he's trying, I give him credit, you know. I mean, clean up a little bit.
It ain't that he's broke, it's that he's lying about it.
Oh yeah, he blew through his settlement. That's the thing he's not telling nobody, how he got on drugs. You know, he had a fucking YouTube meltdown, and basically now he is just calling people out just to get any kind of like attention to his channel. I seen him like going after Real Gamer for Real Gamer like an Xbox. You know, then he called me out. He's like, "Well, why'd you go after Real Gamer?" I said, because we had a disagreement. That's a different thing. I said I didn't get jealous he had an Xbox. You know.
He wants his channel to be like a wrestling show, but the problem is he's that wrestler that can't cut a promo. He's the guy that when he comes out, you go take a bathroom break.
He reminds me of Ric Flair. He was once he was great.
A lot of YouTubers, including Braden, think that they're wrestlers. You know, I used to think I was a wrestler when I was 10 years old. I used to like swim in the swimming pool and do like power bombs and stuff on my friends. But But he never grew out of that. You know, he's thinking that this is like somebody that I will say pulls the whole wrestling routine off really good on YouTube is Black Bond. He plays a heel. You know, like that's what they call in wrestling, the good guys and the heels. And he plays a good bad guy. You know, I think he has a good, you know, how he talks and everything. He does a good job at that. Braden tries, but he fails. You know, in my opinion. And he don't like when people say he fails. Like once you tell him that, you know, he thinks in his head he's, you know, king of YouTube, and you know, he's basically slaying everybody now, and you know he's gonna go one by one and just destroy us.
I saw his vid he made about you today. That video was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
It was not entertaining, funny, owning you, anything.
Basically just he copied or what did he copy somebody's video, cut it up, and there you go, the normal YouTube stuff. But I mean, I wouldn't find it. I would kind of like okay, the whole thing with what he did with the other video. He had a picture of RXL, which I was sitting there for a while. I was like, who the fuck is he talking about? Like, who is this guy? And then he puts me on there as a redneck, and I'm like, okay, I'm living in Tennessee now, but you know, and I told Braden this. I was brought up in New York, and I lived half my life there till I was 14, and I was brought up in Florida till I was about 28, you know, and then I moved here. And I guess because I'm here, and I could bring a guy right now, and I could show you what a country accent's like. You know, I just have to go upstairs. And but I can understand if he's calling people out and making sense with the shit, but it's not even don't even make fucking sense.
How about this? How about this? How about if Dave and RXL adopt Critical Hit and raise his channel, tell him how it's done, help us, you know, give donations out, help the kid.
You know, I've tried. I went to his little podcast video. I said, you know, that would be a good idea to make the fake podcast with us, with pictures of us, and you know, do funny impressions or something. But he was just fucking terrible at it.
Well, he actually, I gotta give him some credit. You know, like I was telling the story on Poppy 2K's channel. When I first ran into Braden, he was with a Player Essence and you know, and them guys, and he actually was, I think he was writing for Furious Francis on his website. And then all of a sudden, when he got that money, he went fucking nuts. And basically, shortly after that, he started getting crazy in videos, calling Black Bond out, you know, yelling at him, always holding beers in videos, and you know, God knows what else was in the video. And basically, got kicked out of Player Essence because I started seeing these comments on his channel like, "Hey, we need to talk," from Furious Francis. And basically, shortly after that, he's kicked out of Player Essence. So then all of a sudden, I was doing videos with Clown Meat, and we started getting hit up by Critical Hit 64, and I was like, why is this guy hitting me up? Like when I used to comment on his channel when he was with Furious Francis, he wouldn't even answer my comments. I would have his little minions like Yoshi feet, like attacking me and telling me, you know, my opinion with Nintendo is irrelevant, blah 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 blah. So then when he got kicked out, this dude was the nicest guy, you know, you could ever meet. He's asking me to do podcasts with him. He's coming on my podcast, and I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, oh, he's, you know, I was fairly new at YouTube at that time. He had 1,500 subscribers, and he actually was matching his views at that time. And then I was like, oh, cool. I got, you know, somebody in the YouTube community that's been here a while that has a good channel, and, you know, is, well, a little bit known at the time. And basically, you know, he was cool, you know, and now he's going into it like a downward spiral, you know. Basically, he was building up with people. He's just, you know, it's all falling down again. So I guess he takes it like I should just shank all you guys in the back. Like, I basically can't be cool with you guys. We're all enemies. I need to, like, get you in here, record fucking, you know, calls off air and use them against you. I guess that's what I got to do, you know.
Does he have any YouTubers that back him up?
Afterlife Battlefront, and actually, I'm pretty cool with that guy. I don't know how it is now because he's pretty loyal to a Critical Hit. I don't know if he's turned on me, but that's him, Ruby, his buddy Josh that does videos with him. That's like his roommate. That's it. You know, he lost the whole Nintendo crowd. Like Nintendo, all them like turned their back on him. They just thought he was just fucking up. Basically, he's alone in the YouTube world, and
I bet that guy Josh has like 4 videos about us, but we've never heard of them, so we don't know they exist.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, Josh. Josh Doe.
Wouldn't you go attack bigger YouTubers instead of people like us? Like, why is he going for us? Like, shouldn't I shout out like somebody like Angry Joe or Boogie or somebody that would draw some traction? You know, like it just to me, he's like after like a couple hundred views where he should be after a couple thousand or something. You know, if he wants to attack people, I mean, because obviously he didn't do a good job of it last night. You know, I mean that was basically just a slaughter. You know, I
You
wouldn't.
know, what did he say? He wanted to see evidence of RXL's wiener.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that's suicide. That's suicide, son.
Yeah, he basically, well, I asked him the night when all this shit started, when he made the video on, you know, podcasts, he on the podcast. I said, hey, man, why don't we get into a Google Hangouts? And I said, well, before he made the video about that, I said, hey, why don't you two hash it out, you know, and I'll be cool, because I was cool with Brayden at the time. And I'm still cool with him. I don't really care what he does. You know, I don't like people that aren't really loyal, but other than that, he's not a bad dude. And I guess he took it like I was setting him up or something. You know, he didn't respond to my comment till 4 in the morning. You know, well then I commented. That was the next night. Then I commented again with him, and he didn't respond till 4 in the morning. I said, hey, dude, let's get in a hangout, and you can say your case, and I'll say mine. You know. And then last night he thought he was going to debate, you know, he was going to debate and win a debate. And I just, it's like all his debates he does. He overtalks people and he makes a fool of himself.
But what was his debate? I was trying to listen and I had no like premise of what the debate was even about.
Well, first off, I said to him, you know, I felt he lost the debate with Armored Sentries, mainly because he was debating about something he didn't own. I can't talk about a fucking car that I never drove. You know, I'm not going to do give you a good opinion about the new Ford Mustang 2015 if I've never drove it. I can't recommend that car to you. I can't recommend a game to you that I've never played or review a game. I can't really tell you to buy a console I never played. So I told him, I said, you're going to a debate debating about the Xbox One and Halo 5 and you've never played them. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, I played him. He said something like his mom or grandma won a fucking lottery, you know, won some kind of like, I don't know, raffle and won a free Xbox One. Made up some bullshit that he played it. You know, when I've never heard that shit before on his channel. So basically, you know, that's what I felt. That was the first part of the debate. Like, you know, I said you lost the debate because you didn't actually have experience with the product. I said, how do you debate about something you didn't debate? Do you guys agree or disagree? What's your thoughts? Can you debate? Can you debate on a console? Like, can I get in a video and tell you guys about PC gaming and what I think's right and wrong with it when I've never PC gamed?
To an extent, you probably can, but not entirely.
How can I even give any like? Shouldn't I have to have experience with the product? I'm giving you.
Well, that's why I said to a certain extent. Like, not everything. Like, I don't need experience with an Xbox One to tell you that it's black. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't. You know, I don't have to. You don't have to have had something to tell, like to go into detail, extreme detail. Yeah, but some things you don't need. You could just look that up and you can.
So he's telling me it sucks. It's.
Oh well, yeah. When it comes to his opinion about like something sucking, right now. He's entitled to it, and he can have his opinion. But if someone asks him, well, okay, well, why does this game or whatever sucks? And he said, well, I never used it. Then it's just like, well, that's when it looks a little retarded because it's like, how can you say something sucks you never played?
That's what I was saying. Like, I totally agree with you. Yeah, he can tell me the console's black, and I would agree with him. But you know, when you're going into detail about something and giving a strong opinion of why it completely sucks and nobody should buy one and blah blah blah, it just makes you look like a fool to me. Like that, you lost the debate already because that's what the debate's about.
Well, that's the most beautiful thing about an opinion, and the most beautiful thing about an opinion is you don't have to prove it. That's why it's called an opinion. So yeah, I mean, you can have an opinion on anything. Example for Crit. I mean, Crit has an opinion about the Xbox One and Halo 5. but his opinion is going to matter the least. So I'll take Armor's opinion because the guy has experience with it, than say, critical hit. So
Well, now when he was in the debate with Armored, though, that wasn't opinions. Now they were debating about something. Like so. That's where he lost. That time, unless they said at the beginning of the debate they're debating about opinions, but he was debating about something he didn't even own, like had any experience with or nothing. So. Just a bunch of different things. That's what we started talking about, and all his false claims, and I don't know, it turned into like a little debate back and forth, and then it just
yeah.
turned into everybody basically just roasting him. I have no problems with the guy. I just don't. Some things I think's a little off. Like you don't call somebody racist because they have an opinion that they like, Donald Trump, and I don't like Donald Trump like a lot. I would say to anybody right now. I'd say I'd go with him. I think second would be like Hillary, maybe. But other than that, he said Bernie Sanders.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of Mexicans that like Donald Trump.
Oh, he takes it like I saw him on stage with a Mexican. She's saying she loved him, and well, some people thought that, that he paid her off, but
Wait, did you say Hillary Clinton? Ain't that bitch supposed to be in jail by now?
I don't know. I just always like I always liked Bill Clinton. So at the time I always thought she ran the country when she was with him. So I figured she'd do the same job. He was too busy getting blowjobs, so he was running the United States. So I don't know. There ain't much to choose from. Like if you watch these debates that they've been doing, like with the whole debate thing for the next president, it hasn't even been professional. It looks like YouTube. Like when you see Donald Trump and all them yelling at each other, Jeb Bush, and so basically you gotta just take what you can get. I mean, one thing you gotta give Donald Trump, the man is a fucking billionaire. He's one of the richest men in the world, so he's successful. He knows how to do some things right. Obviously, he's a fucking billionaire, so I would think he knows what he's doing. He's not I'm sure he's gonna make some mistakes and stuff, but I think he'd do a good job out of people that are running. The guy that is trying to stab somebody, he was doing good until that came out.
Yeah,
I actually was going for him, and then I heard that I was like, well, I don't think that's gonna work. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, the economy it's just it's not the greatest. If anybody can give it a boost, it would be Donald Trump. But as far as to be the head honcho, to be the chief, I trust him with money, but I don't know if I trust him with that button, for war and all that. But like he said, like one of the things that I think that Donald Trump shines in is that he puts really, really, really intelligent people where they ought to be. You know what I mean? That's how he ran his whole business, the whole time, by putting talented people and who are good at what they do. You might not like them personally. They might be like assholes and they might be brutal, but they're good at what they do, and I've always respected that about them.
Yeah, you gotta give him credit. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought it was crazy when I heard he was running for president, but they say Kanye's running next time. So that should be interesting. But I would definitely, with Donald Trump, what he's done, and how he is successful, I would think he'd be a good president. I think
it would have been a good time for Jesse Ventura to run too.
I think they just need somebody in there, some new blood. I mean, Obama was doing something good, I thought, recently. He was trying to get rid of the box. If you guys know what the box is, when you fill out job applications, like I have a record, I will say on camera. So it's hard for me when I do go get a job. You have to check a box. Have you ever been convicted of a crime or whatever, felony? My felony was erased. I got judicial withheld on that, but it still comes up, so it's not good. So basically, that will be good if that's gone. That's one thing I was liking that what Obama was doing recently, and he's tried some things with health care. And so, I mean, when you're taking over the mess that Bush made, I mean, what can you do? I mean, I don't think anybody do a great job on that. So. Anybody else on this topic rambling on about?
His approval rating it's worse than Bush though, isn't it? Obama?
You think he's worse than Bush, or?
No, like the approval rating. You know how the country likes him or not. I don't know.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's lower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Would you say? Would you say more people like Obama or Bush?
Oh shit. You put me on the spot, son. I don't know. I think just by a hair, I think people would go with Bush.
Yeah. Obama just really, to be honest, he hasn't really done nothing since he's been. He's been given a lot of, false promises. And, it's the legislature that has to approve of all that. It ain't just him. There's a whole group of people. He can come up with something, but it don't necessarily just because Obama says it's going to happen, that's what's going to roll. And that's with any of these fucking presidents. If Donald Trump does go in there acting like a fucking jackass and saying you're fired and doing all this shit, they're most likely gonna he's gonna get impeached. So most likely, I think he will do a good job. Thank you all for watching, guys. Dave Trump had made racist remarks. I mean, have you guys heard Donald Trump come out and really make some racist remarks? Have you guys heard any of that, or?
To be honest with you, Dave, I mean, who the fuck hasn't said racist remarks? I mean, we live in a time where people are so fucking sensitive. You know what I mean? People are just so sensitive. I mean, I was listening to a bunch of I was listening to Redman last night. I don't know what radio show he was on. It's on a YouTube video I was watching, and he was saying the exact same shit. Like, he was writing songs, and he was even saying in today's society, he has to be careful with what he writes because people are so fucking sensitive, because in the 90s, we didn't have to worry about that shit. You could literally pretty much say anything and it just was, But today, people are sensitive, and then on top of that sensitivity, we have the internet. So now you're going to hear everybody's fucking complaints about the slightest shit. I mean, you walk around and we can't even say Merry Motherfucking Christmas. It's like, come on, bro. What the fuck, son?
Can't even say the
I
pledge.
mean, it depends on a certain person, because there are certain people that say whatever they want, and they don't get anything out of it. Like, they don't get any criticism, but they've been saying what they wanted before this happened. So I guess it's because they didn't switch it up or nothing.
Yeah.
You can't even do the Pledge of Allegiance no more.
They used to get on my nerves. Like,
oh yeah, but I'm saying there's a lot of stuff that don't go on no more, like religious stuff in school. A lot of that shit. I mean, the world is fucking. It's supposed to be free country of speech, but it's not like that no more.
I mean, it is, but see what it's always been this way. It is freedom of speech, but see what they don't tell you is this: you have the right to say whatever you want to say. Well, it depends on what you can't threaten somebody. That's against the law, obviously. But if I could say fuck you, Dave. Like, well, honestly, if I didn't know you, you didn't know me, and I kept saying it to you, and all it takes is for me to let's just say I slightly while talking to you spit on you. Oh, you can beat my ass legally. You could just beat my ass. And see, someone would say, well, I can say whatever I want. It's freedom of speech. Sure, but, that doesn't mean what you say isn't going to get checked. It's just you can't, I don't know, people are people, even though it's fucked up. I understand why people abuse power, because that's what people do. When people, who's the popular people right now, the gays and the transgenders, you can't say anything about them. Hell, you can't even say, I don't care. Do what you do. They don't even like it when you just say, I don't give a fuck about what you do. Honestly, it doesn't affect me. You do what you want to do. It doesn't bother me. They will get mad. Some will get mad at you about that. Not all of them, but some will. And you just gotta tell them, look, you see what happens is people get so nervous and they want to be accepted. If you just don't give a fuck and people realize you don't give a fuck, they won't bother you anymore. That's where it comes across. No one's out here persuading old people. If you go to some of these old people who say, we all know old people say some of the most racist and fucked up things. Yeah. No one's converting an old person because they're old. They're not going to fucking stop. They're going to think the way they think, and it's just with the young people too. One of my favorite artists, Tyler the Creator, he still calls people fags and all that stuff on his record. Some people have stopped doing that because they don't want to get in trouble. He doesn't care. He gets paid no matter what because his audience doesn't give a fuck. They're going to support him, and the few people that complain, they didn't listen to him to begin with.
Well,
So
certain people can get away with stuff, and certain people can't. Like Charlie Sheen is one that can get away with anything. He could fucking do anything he wants and get away with it. And they just think, oh, he's just being Charlie Sheen. Now, you see some of these childhood stars like Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, and some of these other ones do something like Holy Pauly. I don't know if you guys remember him from MTV. Like,
Yeah, I remember him.
yeah, those dudes do something, get the fuck out of Hollywood. They don't play that shit. You know, guy plays Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. He fucking was shunned from Hollywood for being the way he was acting with drugs. And then all of a sudden, fucking Iron Man, you know, he cleaned his shit up, got with Iron Man, and Iron Man fucking boosted his career right back up. But he almost was out of the...
Yeah, but he has connections. You know what I mean?
and not only that, like it's not like, see, it like you could be on drugs, you could be doing whatever the fuck you want. You like it's a business. You bringing me money. You know, you bringing me money, you know, especially if you're bringing me a lot of money, you could be the biggest asshole. That's how they treat them. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you know, Charlie Sheen, the reason why he probably can get away with stuff is because he brings money. When he fucks with the money, then there's a problem. Then they'll be happy to kick his ass to the curb. But if he's bringing in money, they don't.
Well, what made
Don't fuck with the money.
Yeah, but what made him finally get kicked off of 2.5 Men is when he actually started being arrogant towards the creator of the show. He was able to do whatever the fuck he wanted. The minute he got, you know, too full of himself, or he said something about the creator, Chuck Lowerly, I think his name is, that's when he got fucking kicked from the show. They put up with his fucking drug habit. He wouldn't show up half the time on set, and the minute he started running his mouth about the creator of the show, Chuck Lowerly, that was it. He was gone. You know, but Charlie Sheen is known for being himself. He is one of the celebrities that will go bang a prostitute, you know, and he's shown like that on TV, but he's actually like that in real life. You know, he's beating prostitutes up.
I mean, you got to think about it. Like, even back in the day, when a lot of shit wasn't at the time considered accepted. Think of people like Boy George, who really wasn't like an asshole from what I could tell, for what anybody could tell, even though that was before my time. But people knew he was, you know, gay. Even though at that time that wasn't, being gay was not the most accepted thing at the time. But because he was gay and he was gay the whole time, no one really said anything to him. You know what I'm saying? I think people in general are more accepting of people of when they're who they are, period. Even if who they are is fucked up, they're a little bit more, you know, understanding of people who just, they're just like, hey, that's Charlie. Charlie's a drug addict who likes, you know, that likes fucking hookers, and but he brings me a lot of money, so okay, that's Charlie.
You know what's crazy about Charlie Sheen? He's a type of dude that doesn't have to pay for a hooker. You know, now he does, but I'm saying back in the day, he was like 17 buying hookers. The dude's not bad looking at all. He's got money. He's doing good, you know, and he still would prefer to buy a hooker. I watched a whole special. I've seen tons of specials on Charlie Sheen, but one I was watching last night was basically talking how he just wants girls just to go on. He pays them to leave. You know, he don't want relationships. You know, he was even paying girls. I'm not 100% sure about this, but it's the way it came out. I think he was, when he had HIV, he was paying girls to sleep with him without a condom, I think, you know. And I don't know if he knew about the HIV then yet, or if it was, it sounded like that, but I could be wrong. But he was paying girls to sleep with him extra without a condom. So, I mean, the guy can get away with anything. And going back to, like, the whole freedom of speech thing, nowadays, I was at a bar one time with my buddy. We brought this one chick that he was, I don't know, she was a whore. He was messing with her. And I told him, I said, this girl's a whore. We went to the fucking bar. I was drinking, and I was watching it, just glancing what she was doing, you know, and basically she was kissing everybody in the fucking bar. So I told my one buddy, I said, so you're going home with her tonight? I said, I just leave the bitch. So one of the managers at that bar didn't like me or something, you know, and I guess she went with him or ended up with him. So I was leaving. My buddy wanted me to go help him get her back or something. So the manager started yelling at me, and I tried to get him outside, but I guess because I was cursing at him and stuff, I was verbally assaulting him. And they called that's a verbal assault. You can go to fucking jail for that. You know, just calling somebody a fucking asshole or something, you know. And I was verbally assaulting. So you really don't have freedom.
Well, that would be wrong, because you call him an asshole, not verbal assault. Like, wouldn't like in order for it to be considered verbal assault, wouldn't you have to be like saying something, not because then it'd be considered a threat if you were threatening them, but like wouldn't you have to be like, you could be verbally abusive, but that's different. That's only in a relationship.
Well,
Like,
I was, to be fair though, I was saying I'm trying to get him out the door to, fight him, but
oh well, yeah, then yeah, that's why I was verbal assault.
but
But
I'm saying you can't. There's a lot of things you can't say no more, or there's consequences. Back in the day, there was more freedom of speech. Now you can't say a lot of things, and it's not how it normally was. You got to watch it. You could be a celebrity and say the wrong thing, and your whole career is fucking gone. Like Hulk Hogan, for example. Look at his career. He was erased from fucking wrestling over something he said privately. But yeah, what's up, One Piece? How's it going, man?
oh, dude, bro, nation. Oh shit.
PC has no exclusive.
Exactly.
Oh, and that's another thing a critical hit brought up. That was another thing. This is what I wanted him to debate you about. That's why the debate thing got brought up. I said, well, Grimpachi feels that PS4 is a dude bro station because he was calling the Xbox One, and I said, hey man, they both got similar games. Like when you go look at the list of what people buy, it's just in reverse. They're buying the same shit on each console, and he was swearing that the Xbox One is a dude bro console, the PS4 is not a dude bro console.
Well, I have something to say on this. Grimpachi showed me the light. PlayStation's for dude bros. It had always been for dude bros. My favorite games are for dude bros. It's a dude bro console. I'm a part of the dude bro nation. Dude bros for life.
There you go.
Wow, a sponsor from Budweiser.
A sponsor from Budweiser.
Shit, son.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna ask him to debate you about, but then he brought up that whole Wii U shit. So
that, like I said, it's on his channel where we debated and it's chopped up and stuff. I mean, I ain't got nothing against Braden. I mean, Braden, like when he told me he likes putting on a show, I just accepted it as that. And I mean, and see, all the stuff he's doing now is a show. So that's why I'm just like, if you know Braden, that's Braden. No shit.
yeah, I mean that's good. At least he's doing stuff now. I mean, it is what it is. Where is that? Anything? Oh, what'd you do for Black Friday? One Piece? You get any games?
Yeah, I picked up Mad Max and Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Oh, okay. Did you get a chance to play either one of them?
I also picked up Transformers.
Okay. How was that game? Did you get a chance to play it?
Transformers is gone. It's 4 hours long.
It's gone.
It was good, but it was only 4 hours long. My Max so far is so good, and I haven't played Syndicate yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mad Max. I got it. I was gonna buy it last night at Best Buy, but they wouldn't let me use my Gamers Club Unlocked. It was a glitch in the computer. I could have sat there and bitched and moaned because I would have got 20%. I was supposed to get 20% on top of $25, but it just kind of irritated me that they didn't want to look in the computer. But I understand there's a lot of people buying shit, so they want to call home office or whatever. So I just went to Walmart, and I ended up deciding to go with Need for Speed because I have Mad Max actually from GameFly, but I was just going to buy it because I want to cancel GameFly because it's just a waste of money right now with all the games I got. So I went with Need for Speed because I don't mind it for $25. I just wasn't paying $60 for it. I like the quirky little story, but I just didn't feel it was worth $60 when I have Forza and Forza Horizon 2. I mean, that was just my opinion on that. But they had some really good sales. They did. I mean, every year they have. The funny thing about Black Friday is everybody knows these sales are coming. I'm the type of person, like, I gotta have it right now. I can't wait. I've always been like that, And I think from when I was, into drugs real bad, I had, I have addictive personality. So my addiction from not doing drugs now, I buy video games and I play video games. So new game comes out, I need it. Just like drugs, like it shoots my serotonin off that I'm buying a gun. I'm getting high from sitting in line buying a game, and now I'm gonna go home and that fucking game's gonna sit over there for another fucking couple of weeks and buy. It's stupid. I could have got Bloodborne. I could have got The Witcher 3 and all these games I bought day one for fucking nothing yesterday because I still didn't. I've only played the first boss on Bloodborne. When I got Bloodborne, I got other games, started playing them. I mean, I could have just waited and got Bloodborne for nothing, but it's just addictive personality. That's how it is.
Well, I hate having backlogs. I got a mini backlog right now, and I just don't like it. I like playing one game at a time.
Well, see, I got good up here with doing that. When I first moved up here, I played one game at a time. You know, and I mostly was just using GameFly. That's why it was working. And then I went against my rules. I have like rules with single player games. I used to not buy single player games because to me, a single player game, once you beat it, like for me, this is my opinion. When I beat it, I'm just done with it. A multiplayer, I could always play over and over and over again until they cut the servers. So I never bought single player games. Now that I live up here, I'm more into single player games, so I'm like buying single player games. You know, I enjoy them more for some reason. It's just the multiplayer experience just isn't as good. Now, Battlefront, I actually been having fun with that because I can get on that game and actually get fucking kills. You know, I can get on there and not feel like I'm just getting annihilated the whole time. You know, Battlefield, you know, I love that series, but I get fucking ass raped in that fucking game constantly. Call of Duty, I could do good in that, but I just don't like it no more. I can't play it. So I bought the season pass too for Star Wars too. I wanted to get that, but I do like Star Wars Battlefront. I will sit here and say this though. I will say this much. I think you do need to get the season pass with that because you are going to reach a point in that game where it's going to be like any other multiplayer where you're going to want new maps and stuff, and you're going to want to get that stuff.
Hey, Dave, is your stream okay? Because your stream, I think people can. They said it's froze or it stopped.
Yeah, I noticed I had like 20, 30 views, and it went down to 3. I thought maybe I was saying something wrong.
I thought it was because RXL was in here. I said, oh, shit.
RXL! Yeah, he brings me some views.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing?
What should I do, Tyrese? Damn. Can you guys not see the cat?
Recording?
I think it's recording. Let me.
Is it live in the corner of the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, I'll just keep going then, I guess.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Let me try. I'll pop it on again. I think it's recording. Yeah, it's working. Is it not working, guys, or?
She's pushing.
Anybody in the comment section, if it's not working, I guess I'll hate doing that.
I mean, the only other reason I think you might have lost some viewers is because like earlier you did say like you were about to stop the cast and then we kept going.
No, I didn't. It was doing good, and I noticed it dropped. I was like, damn, we were doing pretty good. It was like 30 fucking viewers, you know. I mean, people want to hear you bash people. I know that. I understand that. But I don't know. If you guys tell me in the comment section if it's still fucked up, I'll restart it. But I hate fucking doing that. Let's put part 267. You have to retitle everything. And is there any way I could just stop the cast and restart it and just use the same?
Nah, you gotta completely like do it all over again.
Yeah, I completely do it all over.
Which is stupid.
I don't know why they do that. Politics. Poppy, is it still working or? Get in the comments. How long did I miss? Okay, I'm gonna restart it, guys. Thanos, if you gotta leave, I understand. I'm gonna restart it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.